Please subscribe the channel for more videos. We promise to keep you entertained. Saint is weeping bitterly on the ground because she had put so much effort into creating the mud ball, but humans don't get scared of it. She again loses her objective. Now her eyes are still red and Dragon tells her to share her feelings with him, so she can share whatever is revolving in her mind. Saint shares her worst experience when she joined the demon reign. She was so excited to learn from them, but people there make fun of her. They call her a child and tell her to go to her mother. They consider her weak and it casts a significant impact on her mind. All going through the desert, she sees poor people going to their destination. She decides to kill all of them so she will not become the prey of those monsters. She thinks that they will not make fun of her after that, so she disappears through the water and stands in front of them. She also threatens them with how dare they enter her land. She takes out the water from the ground and attacks them. But it turns into rain and the humans become happy because they have been thirsty for many days. Now, Saint is surprised because they don't seem afraid of it and they are taking her lightly. So she takes out the earth's soil to scare them. But they are still happy as they consider the soil as a blessing because they can grow the fields and will not die from hunger. Now, Saint is again in shock because she thinks humans will tremble with fear, but the outcome is different. They bend on their knees and are thankful because she is the reason for their hope and happiness. They also say that she is different from others because she didn't ruin them but provided happiness to them through water and soil. Humans also call her Great Saint because she helped them and they greatly respect her. They are begging in front of her to stay there and she feels guilty because she came here to eliminate them. She also couldn't refuse them to stay here and they start living happily in her land. After that, they also constructed the city that we call Saliana. They turned the rocky and barren place into a beautiful city. They also placed her statue here and worshipped her like a god, because she provided them with the necessities of life. Saint also watches them from behind her statue, worshipping her. Although she wants to eliminate them, but getting worshipped by so many people makes her happy. The scene changes to the present and she says that I have forgotten that I am a demon. When they worship her, Saint starts weeping and says that she doesn't deserve their love and worship because she is a demon. Dragon also feels her broken personality because she has to overlook her proper form to become a saint. It isn't easy, and Dragon believes that she is not evil by nature. Instead, she can be loving and caring for her people. Meanwhile, a little girl appears and is worried that how this dragon has become huge. A little girl looks at Saint and she asks the reason for her sadness. She tells her not to weep because she gives them the source of happiness by providing a soil. She also calls her to celebrate their happiness. She says goodbye because her family is calling her. Saint thinks people are making fun of her by saying thank you because she wants to kill them, not to make them happy. She again starts weeping and both Dragon and Lindsay wonder at how she can think like that. Lindsay comes to her and says that you should be happy because you have given the people the evil dragon. She also says that you should be aware of your personality and that you are a demon. Dragon says in his thought that Lindsay shouldn't say that. Dragon apologizes on her behalf and tells Saint not to pay attention to her words. He also adds that people are happy with you and the quote that you will be known for your deeds, not for who you are. He also inquires what you want to be, a demon who will kill the people or a saint who will protect them like a god. He is also patting her head and Lindsay is getting mad at the dragon's action. She closes her eyes and when she again opens them, she gets her proper form. The demon inside the saint watches the dragon and Lindsay, and he also considers the dragon the mighty one, as Lindsay says. Her eyes have turned blue and the monster residing in her becomes disappointed and leaves her. The evil demon enters the dragon's body through his hand and the dragon is thinking about what that was. Dragon also feels something weird inside his body, and the evil dragon wants to fill his body with evilness. Dragon is watching his hand when the evil demon whispers to show his true personality. He also says that you shouldn't hide. Instead, it's time to show the world who you are. Evil Dragon insists on showing his bloodthirsty personality, and Dragon is confused about what is going on with him. He looks back, but there is no one except children who are playing the game of Demon King. One child pretends to be a Demon King by wearing the mask, and the other two try to teach him a lesson. Dragon thinks he is listening to the voices because he has gone through many challenges and is tired. That's why voices are audible to him. Lindsay says she realized why the dragon ordered her to play with the children. She looks at the children and the dragon listens to her. She says that dragon wanted to realize what human is and what they are. She again misunderstands and says that this town was absurd because they worshipped Saint and ignored the evil dragon. Dragon again thinks that her brain is weird because she thinks differently. Further, the dragon thinks he is used to it but needs more time to understand her mind completely. Lindsay says we should go from here because an evil dragon cannot rule this land. Dragon wants to stay here because he loves this city, but he has created enough complications for them. Saint sits in the company of humans and is happy to watch humans pleased. Saint also doesn't need him anymore, so he decides to go from here. He passes the order, we should go, because I don't want to create any further trouble for them. When they are going from here, the Saint stops them. She inquires where they are going so secretively without informing her. Now Lindsay is getting furious and taking out her dagger. But Dragon stops her. He also replies saying that you told me to go from here and now I'm going. Saint says that humans are going to hold the festival in her honor. So she would be upset if they went like that. The dragon still doesn't understand what she wants. She clearly says that she would be happy if both of them joined this festival. But Saint doesn't want to share her true feeling that she doesn't want to leave them and says that the children will be sad if they go. Also, that children love to watch animal shows and if they do not perform, they will be sad. She also promises her people that she would no longer let anyone be sad. Saint pleads with them to stay here till the function ends, but Lindsay says that they will not stay here anymore. Dragon keeps his hand on her mouth and restrains her from saying straightforward no. Dragon says they will stay here because they can't see children sad. On the other hand, Saint is also happy to listen to Dragon's decision and invites them to the feast at night. Saint runs away and Dragon is confused that how he should convince Lindsay to stay here. Dragon says that as we both know that we still have tasks here to do, so we should extend our stay here. Lindsay honors his words and says she agrees to stay with him. Inside his body, an evil demon is trying to figure out the dragon's black side, but he cannot find it. He also thinks that he has never met such a dragon, who implies his dark side so secretively as he does. The evil demon praises his power of hiding his evil side, and he is also ashamed that he was unaware of such a mighty dragon, as he has been living here for some time. The evil demon has time to find his black side. In the following scene, the Adventurer Guild appears in front of the old man, if something has happened here or not. His work is to aware the guild if something happened. The older man says nothing is wrong here because this city is famous for its peaceful environment, so there is nothing evil. But the Adventurer Guild notices that the road is broken and repaired. It means something happened here. But the older man says that a girl was playing with the dragon. While playing, some buildings have destroyed. He is surprised that how can a friendly dragon arrive here? He notes down these things in his diary and he also asks about the dragon's location. Scene changes to the silver dragon, who is mad because people are not showing respect for him, as he is the general of the king of the demon. He wants to crush the human, and when he remembers his condition in front of the little girl, he wants to be a good dragon. Because he doesn't want to be thrown away by the little girl, and he again turns himself into furious and wants to take revenge. He also fears that she will again play with him. if he is an evil dragon. He is continuously transforming into an evil dragon or bad dragon because he cannot understand what he should do. When Adventurer Guild looks at him, the older man tells him that Silver Dragon is hovering around the town in this condition. The old man thinks that he is rehearsing for the play that will be performed at the festival. Adventurer Guild is composing these things in his diary. He had understood that something is fishy here and should report about it. In the next scene, we see that Riot is getting tough training from Aliante. He has to draw a huge stone. Aliante is also standing on that particular stone. Aliante is continuously telling him to move faster when she sees the crowd of people. He is breathing heavily after strenuous training. She tells him to stop there and they go to see what is happening there. When she looks at the poster, she is astonished because they find the dragon in Celiana. Riot is assured that he is an evil dragon and wants to go to this city to save Lindsay. Aliante thinks that he cannot be an evil dragon, and if he is not, then who could he be? She tells Riot to go from here, and Riot wants to go to this city to save her. She says that this dragon is not what he is looking for, and if he is, then you can't face him. She also says you are not strong enough to face him because you are in the middle of your training. She tells to draw the stone, and she also decides to check the city to see if it's an evil dragon. In the following scene, Dragon is scrolling the city, where Lindsay feels hungry and she asks to buy something. He also orders her to make a queue like a human, because Dragon is also hungry and wants to eat something. Then he looks at sheep eating grass and is happy to eat it. When he goes to eat, he finds the grass finished and screams, and a little girl is watching him. She inquires, "Your trainer knows that you are here?" The little girl gives him grass and he is happy to eat it because Lindsay is not around. Meanwhile, Lindsay calls him and he can't seem to scatter his image in front of her and pretends to be sheep. Lindsay thinks she is tired, which is why she considers the sheep as an evil dragon, and she goes from here. Now the evil demon has found the dark side and black waves are coming from his body. Evil demon motivates him to take out the dark desire and accept it. He also tries to make him remember that evil incident that could help him to expose his evil personality. He remembers the event when he plucked out all fruits and nothing was left for anyone. Now he is fighting with the sheep to get back the grass, but the sheep are throwing him away without any hurdle. The evil demon is also surprised that his dark side is aroused and is getting wasted on a sheep. After fighting with the sheep, his eyes again turn into their original form. The girl then apologizes because she didn't give him any grass. Evil demon again loses. She says you can find the grass outside the town because the giant dragon didn't eat it completely. He is surprised by listening to the name of Big Dragon, and the episode ends here. Please subscribe the channel for more videos and let us know in the comments about your favorite part of the video. Thank you for watching.